I want you to understand, church family, that Psalms 35 wasn't written from a palace throne where life was on easy mode. It wasn't written from a palace throne where life is easy. But it comes from a season when David is being hunted like a criminal, even though he's innocent. I need you to understand, young people, that Saul was a very jealous king who wanted to turn David from national hero to public enemy. Please understand, young people and brothers and sisters, saints of the living God, that David's former friends have switched upon him. They spread rumors and twisted his motives, and spies shadowed his movements, and they're waiting for the moment to trap him. In fact, in verse 11 through 12, David says, malicious witnesses rise up against me. They ask me of things I do not know. They repay me evil for good. You see, this is the life setting of the psalm. David, young people, is not whining over small drama. He's not living under a death warrant. He's not whining over small drama, but he's living under a death warrant. He's not chilling in the comfort of his bed, but he's hiding in caves. He's not hanging out with his homies this time, but he's moving from wilderness to wilderness. Stay with me, young people. And he's hearing lies about himself in the very courts he once served. So when he prays, how long, O Lord, will you look on and do nothing? Do not stay silent. Wake up, rise to my defense. He isn't being dramatic, but he's a fugitive crying for help. He's a fugitive crying for a verdict when the earthly court is rigged. And to David, it feels like heaven's wrath is standing there with the whistle in his mouth, but no sound is coming out of it. David senti à bête ciel là, juste à camper là avec un sifflet non bouche li, et li pas fait rien. That is why the meme fits so perfectly. David is essentially shouting, I bet fais un bagay pour moi. Ref, do something for me. Don't you see me in my distress? Don't you see me in my trouble? Don't you see me in my pain? Don't you see my attackers are against me? Don't you see me? Fais un bagay pour moi, bon Dieu, papa. And I'm sure every young person has felt being misunderstood and falsely accused or ignored by authority, and can feel the sting of that moment. Where was God when I needed him the most? Good bon Dieu. When I needed him, when I was struggling with doubt. Where was God when I was being bullied at school? Where was God when I was being lied on? Where was God when I was studying all night and I was praying and asking God to help me pass the exam only for me to fail? Where was God when I needed him in my relationships to work out, but it didn't work out? Where was God when my friend really needed healing, but didn't make it alive? Where was God when my parents were filing for divorce? What do you do for the cherches on me, young people, when the heavenly wrath ignores you? Qu'est-ce ça vous fait? The Psalms, you see, reveals three facts we need to keep in mind when it seems like the ref is ignoring the fact that you are being constantly fouled by life. The first lesson I want you to know, and the fact I want you to know, is that God sees it. Come on, why don't y'all say with me? Bon Dieu well. Bon Dieu well. So I'll pass it no view. God sees it. Amen? Verses 11 through 12 describes enemies inventing charges he can't defend. And you see, in the ancient version of this is being canceled. Y'all know what that means. Cancel culture, y'all heard of it. Which means no screenshots, no platform, just rumors that spread faster than the truth. But even if no human being can see it, bullshit well. In fact, the Hebrew word ra'ah is translated as see. And the word means more than God noticed, but it means God looked with understanding. He took a moment to examine it carefully, to discern the motive. And you see, David is saying, Lord, you don't just glance at my pain, you investigate it. Like an investigator. Bon Dieu investigue problème ou gen. Nous voit tout bagay. Et li la pour. Et li comprend tout bagay what passing over you. He understands every hidden conversation, every motive behind the move. God's vision is not a casual TikTok scroll, but it's a courtyard record. It's a courtroom record. You see, a great referee stands where the players can't. On bon abet compé, le tout player, pas compé. They catch the off-ball shove and this sneaky jersey tug, the foul behind the play. God's perspective, you see, is higher and clearer than any player on the court. I want you young people to picture this with me, that God, he sees injustice before the whistle blows. He sees what's happening before you get fouled. He sees what's going on when they're bullying you and talking bad about you in school. He sees what's going on even before you see it. I want you to picture this in your mind. Imaginez ça. Dans l'école, you're in school and you're studying. And then you see a random rumor pops up in the group chat. You're not even in. And someone takes a screenshot as a joke on their phone, they twist it, and now the classmates know about it, and they're whispering every time you walk by. Teachers don't know the whole story, and you can't explain it fast enough. Friends are giving side eyes, like they're not sure, and you feel powerless. That's Psalms 35 summed up for you. David is living the ancient version of the group chat drama. Est-ce qu'on gagne l'église matin? Est-ce qu'on gagne l'église? Qui va comprendre ça? Misère David. And just like you can't see every screenshot, God can. I think I need to say that again. I think y'all need to clock that somewhere. Just like you can't see every screenshot, God can. He has the full thread, the deleted messages, the DMs nobody showed you. He already knows who's telling the truth. When you feel invisible in life and when you feel misunderstood, can I get somebody? God has a full camera angle. He doesn't just see what happened, he sees why it happened. His seeing is a first step towards his saving. Psalm 33 verses 13 through 14 says, the Lord looks down from heaven. He sees all the children. He went to Italy of man. From where he sits enthroned in heaven, he observes all the inhabitants of the earth. Tell your neighbor, God saw it before you posted it. Mon cher, on pas aller l'église matin. Bon Dieu, ouais, avant ou mettez dans Facebook. Bon Dieu, ouais, avant yo mettez, ou mettez ça, monti ça, petit sous, dans Facebook, no Instagram, no Snapchat, no Twitter. Li well, and li a pour note. Li well.